right. Thank you for joining tonight's broadcast. This is Wednesday, it's November 13th, 2019. All right, we'll do messages and then go into the Q&A. Yeah, the record on this thing takes a while. It takes longer than it used to. So I have to wait like a minute. Well, it's not a minute, but either way. All right. Blessings. Here we go. Greetings. This is Metatron with the cube of healing. You are transitioning, as we just mentioned often. Of your weather is bringing in dimensional energies, bringing in, for some of you, alien energies, which is also a message for you to show you were a part of it. So if you feel it, you're connected to what is coming in. That doesn't mean you're all connected to everything, but when you feel an alien presence around your weather, it shows that you're going to a higher level. Let's put it that way. Most of your weather is human conscious energies, aggravations. Your weather comes and goes just like emotions. It's there, it's not there, it's a good day, it's a bad day. Same thing. Mother Earth is, gets pulled into it. She has to follow she's like standing strong through all this, like a teacher in a room of students, basically, or a world of students. So blessings to you all. Greetings to you. We are the Pleiadian Collective. We are connected also to your Akashic records for a download for those of you who wish to connect to this type of energy. As we are Pleiadians are not usually around your planet. We are usually outside, but we can tap into energies that are normal, that your normal spirits can't always connect to. So what we are saying is we are usually outside of your Earth's energy field. So those that are around you a lot do pull in a lot of what's going on with your world. So with us we're just a little bit different. We have like a snowy white energy around us. Yes, our world's nowhere near as tested as yours, but sometimes a different perspective is needed. It doesn't have all the aggravations of your planet. So we will come through in the future also. Whenever you're ready, we're happy to assist.
Greetings, Pleiadians.
Greetings to you.
Thank you for coming in. First this evening, we have Emmy.
Hi, how are you?
Greetings.
Greetings. I would just like to know if you have any messages for my work today. There's just some tension towards the end of the day. It's a little concerning. I was just wondering if I reacted appropriately.
Well, so there's a reptilian manipulation there, not necessarily towards you, but towards others, to cause pressure to you, to even cause pressure to if you even want to be there. But it's also to strengthen you. So you can control your environment. That was just like a walk-in that came through. Doesn't mean it possessed anyone, but their agenda was there, as you can see. Because it came out of nowhere from what we're seeing.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody came in. A being came in, had an agenda, and then everyone felt it, and they're weaker in vibration, so they kind of walked into that agenda idea system. So not to worry, it will blow over.
Thank you very much. So I just was wondering that today there was somebody at work. His name was Jorge. I think there's a connection. Can you tell me what that's about, please?
Well, yes, it's a relationship energy, family vibration. So it is one that's he has been in the upper class in previous incarnations uh, that you have connected to into royalty lifetimes. So that's all we can say at this time.
It's funny because he has that air, like a royalty type air.
Yes, you are not at that level. I don't think you want to be there. Once you go up there, it's hard to come down.
Thank you so much. You have a nice evening. Bless.
Trust me, you all feel that.
Thank you.
Like a
Bless.
little, yeah, it's like a little person syndrome.
Thank you so much.
King Farquaad.
Yes.
Up next we have Logan.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings to you.
My only question today is, are there any messages from my guides at this moment?
That there's many questions that you're hesitant to ask at this time. A lot of it has to do with your lineage and why you're on this planet. As yes, you have had a strong connection with your Pleiadian friends, but also reptilian. You're feeling a lot of reptilian energies. That's why you're here. One of the reasons you're here to clear out their agendas, allow more love to come into the reality. You know, the hardcore war is coming. The war is over. Nobody told them. So just being you is enough. Just continue to be you. That's a message from you guys. Just keep your philosophies. Of course, you want to alter them over time, of course. And this works through the hearts. You can't go wrong, even if it does get broken 4 or 5 times. You'll repair it somehow, but still, the world's going to a more peace energy. Whenever people are ready to end their wars, of course. But more peaceful you are, the war will end sooner than you thought. So, blessings soon.
Thank you. That's all.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next we have Daria.
Greetings to you.
Greetings.
Yes.
So I don't know if you have if you can tap into my mental, I don't know, state or energy, whatever it's telling you. It would be nice to just hear your version of it, basically.
Well, yes, you are used to being, as you know, in charge. You probably feel that. You're in charge of planets, realities. And this world is just like you're taking a back seat. And it's like, what am I doing here? So that's what makes it even more aggravating. But it's reason for that, so you can see how others operate. It's for you to just because you need different perspectives. You can't always be in charge. It's the hardest thing in the world to just watch the world go. You can't do it. We can do something, but it's not like what you could before. So that's the one of the main things going on here. It's just that you're in the back seat. Yes, you're doing stuff, but it's just not as effective as you'd like it to be.
Yeah, I'm not the puppet master that everybody sees anymore.
Exactly. That you cut it
Yeah.
off. Well, they can't put you in charge anyway because that would kind of end the whole lessons for everyone, as you know.
Yeah, flush them down into another dimension.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
it just grab onto another world and then it just keep going and just might as well just do it all here and get it over with.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, with its pace and everything. But maybe something anything on my new timelines that are heading up.
Yes,
You
there's
have
a financial timeline that'll come through when the time is right. Obviously, this is a public arena, but also the personal life will improve. Now, personal life, yeah, you're just letting that grow. I mean, yes, you're at a fast pace, but this other person is not, as you can see. But that's sometimes a good thing. Not that you're too fast, but you're a little bit faster than the other one. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I felt that, and it kind of set me back. So now I'm going to be like, okay, so now I'm just going to send smileys, and it's going to irritate the other person. What are you
Great.
laughing?
Well, your guides, let's go somewhere and plant a garden somewhere because it's going to be that slow. I mean, it's not going to be that slow, but it's not going to be that eventful. It will be eventful, but not as you see it, as you know.
Oh my god, again. Lack of control. Oh my god. What am I doing here? Can please come can somebody please come and shoot me and I'm out of here? Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, bye.
I hope she doesn't manifest that. Next we got Steven.
Yes, greetings to you. Thank you. Thank you for
Greetings.
that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Much love to you. How are y'all doing?
Yeah, doing well. Thank you. There are many of us here. Yes, how can we help you?
Oh, yeah. Well, since y'all are here, and since I got a lot of Pleiadian lifetimes and connections and history, I would love for you to dive into my connections, my history, and bring out something, bag of goodies. Thank you.
Well, you have also a lot of Arcturian and with the Syrians, a lot of canine, a lot of wolf energies, wolf incarnations, similar to this world. Yes, where you get up and go to work and go into a car or even change your appearance. Great meal. You're also part of a lot of versions of Earth that's been created here. You're part of that in spirit. That's where you're involved with it. Now, how you see that something you have to like. What other versions of Earth that you would see? So something you can put your mind to. It's like, hey, I have an idea, and that was manifested, as all are manifested here. So, as for Pleiadian energies, captains of ships, many of them, you went to black holes, you went to places that other beings would not go into. Sometimes you did not come back. But you found yourself in other realities. Sometimes you end up in a paradise reality. Other realities end up in a not a paradise reality. Ones where you just had to, I would say, similar to like a Planet of the Apes type of reality. And it wasn't always like the movies, far from it. I believe you're captured and experimented on, actually. But it was an adventure. So you're known to, kind of test the limits, as you probably feel some of that. All right, leave it at that. Business.
Yes, definitely. You're spot on that. Second question, real quick, is since it's real cold and everything, and can you connect with my Garthian Ice King energies, any of my other Garthian energies, and see if they have any messages for me at this time? Thank you.
We're known to talk to the queens, the ice queens, to warm it up for some. In this world, it's going to be, well, you can tap into it. How far you get with it's another story. Because it has a lot to do with human consciousness and how they're holding on to this reality. Holding on to the coldness. They expect cold, they want cold. If it's warm, it'd be a little strange, but you never know. It's something that you can tap into. It is someone that you know. As for the name of this Ice Queen, you'll have to just, tap it. You'll reach the right person. Let's put it that way. Blessings.
Blessings. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next we have Dragon.
Hello.
Yes, greetings to you.
My first question is, do you have any messages for me?
Yes, you're known to be an energy being connected to the sun. Do calibrations with the sun for a life to be created or to sustain itself in solar systems such as this one. So you do connect to the sun. A lot of times the astral you're inside the sun, but there's multiple realities going on at once, and what you're doing there, they're not really saying. Something you can it's just you can see them all, but sometimes I guess 100 at once. But what's going on with that is private from what they're not telling us what it is. It's just that you're used to seeing a lot of things at once. Let's put it that way. And yes, you're connected to physics of this reality and the science of it. Yes, it's dumbed down for this world, but it's also still fascinating from what we see. And you do alter it sometimes. You tap into the science of this reality.
Thanks. And my second question is, I guess, do you have any other messages for me?
There is an Arcturian sun that you do channel information from. Has to do with the future of this Earth, future timelines. It's like a red purplish sun that you tap into, that you go into astral. So figure out lifetime here is to be aware of the timelines. I believe you've known to it to an extent. There are reptilian timelines, there are yellow timelines, there are Pleiadian timelines here. Something else you can see. You can see it running through people what timeline that they're working with. Some people have more Pleiadian, so they're running on a Pleiadian timeline. Some are very dark sometimes. Whether a reptilian timeline, you can just kind of feel the vibrations of it. Blessings.
Thanks. Much love.
Okay, up next we have James.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Hey, is there any quick messages for me? And also, what percent DNA is like for me is the highest relative to other humans on Earth?
You have a lot of Lemurian at this time. Now, I didn't tell you that's the percentage of it, but it's very high. Around 16%. So dolphin energies are connected to also. So message from your guides is concentrate on things that you want. Manifesting has been sometimes difficult for you in the past, but it is improving. Just continue on the projects that you wish to work on, and you'll find yourself opening up more to yourself over time. Blessings.
And can you tell me about the energies of the Rocky Mountains, like the southern areas, like Colorado and Utah, compared to the northern areas?
Well, yes. Every rocky area has a certain project, a certain job. So around the Colorado has a lot to do with calming the humans down, calming down frustration, negativity. Well, actually, many of the mountains are used for that. While also bringing knowledge from the universe. Around the north, it has more reptilian influence there, and there are timelines that are created for others to connect to, for renewal, for direction to go into. So mountains are used for different reasons. A lot of it's just all of those mountains go through Mother Earth, so your timelines go through Mother Earth's energy before it gets to you, actually. So she kind of, because it has to go through her to, if she wants to experience it too. So probably that's heard very often. Blessings.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Up next, I have Tristan's questions he asked me to read. His first question, he says, "Greetings. I'm visiting Quebec City and I love it, but think I'd hate it if I moved here. Any thoughts on if a move here is good?"
Well, if you already have the first instinct that it won't be good, it most likely it won't be. There's a part of you that you're still, if you're fighting with it, it's probably, it's instantly telling you something. But if you feel like in your heart still wanting to do it, then that's up to you. But part of you feels like you're rejecting it, as you can say. So, blessings.
Okay, thank you. His second question, he says, again, with my grandmother, who's been a lovely guide, does she have any messages?
Connected to Mother Mary's energy, you still have to make peace with yourself. Part of you is still questioning who you are, your mission here. There's so many questions, and you get the answer, but you're not. You sometimes you throw it out. It's like that's not what I wanted to hear. So more calm energy. Yes, asking for assistance from Mother Mary or another guide, whoever you wish, but Mother to calm you down so you can hear more clearly from the messages that are coming to you.
Okay, thank you. Blessings. Up next, we have Humberto.
Hey there.
Yes.
Greetings. My first question is, 1 second. Okay, my first question is, I've been talking to a female for a few months now, and she has a few insecurities and fears that make a relationship difficult with her. I wanted to know if you see her healing these things about herself, if I choose to pursue a relationship with her, or will she always be difficult for me?
Well, yes, this is something she has to figure out on her own. I mean, if you want to experience that, it is quite all right. But yes, you know your own boundaries where you have to step away. But it's up to you. Follow your heart in this. We can't really give you guidance on something like this.
Okay, thank you. Do you see me having a less stressful, maybe more compatible relationship with another female? Her name is Karina. I don't know if you can answer that, but
Yes, it has less static energies there. There's more sure. She's more sure of herself. As for going better with her or who, that's still up to you because you're in charge of your reality. But we believe it'll be a lot more positive at this time. Yes.
it would be a lot more positive with the.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, you were saying there was more static with the first female that I mentioned?
Yes, I believe you mentioned some of that. Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you meant now. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, I have Dawn's questions. She asked me to read those. Her first question: I'd just like to know if there are any messages from my guides or any messages for me in general.
Yes, you're learning self-forgiveness in this incarnation, but also for going forward, following your passions. You're not always following what you want. So have a goal and drive for it. That's where you find happiness, doing things that you enjoy. You're not always doing that. Sometimes you're kind of letting other people enjoy their lives. Now's the time for you to go for what you want, whatever it might be. Blessings.
Blessings. Her second question: what the grace is going on with me in Astro? Thank you. Many blessings.
You're healing a lot of reptilian incarnations. You've had a lot of hard incarnations before this world on other planets. So wanting self-love, but also wanting to give to others, but mostly right now yourself. So you're just finding your own talents, your own spiritual direction, and even advanced spiritual. Advance is basically trusting yourself. You can call that advance. We're not giving into others, into what they pick up, into tools. You don't always need tools. You're trusting more of your own tuition, which is very powerful. Blessings to you.
Hey, thank you. Up next, I have Marvin's questions. He asked me to read those as well.
Yes.
His first question: what do I do when I get taken? Do I interact? Can you give me some perspective? Do I have smokeouts, outer space in my words, or do I have a spouse? What's the name I can connect to?
There's a female named by Nicole, but what you do, you kind of take charge when you get taken. You kind of tell them what's on your mind, and you're kind of like a commander of the ship in some ways. So you want them to, you want to see you want to give them as much information as you can, so you can get out of this reality as fast as you can. as you know. You want alien contact, so you're trying to speed it up by telling them as much as you have for them. All right, blessings.
Thank you. The second question. In my past life, can you tell me something totally out there, like a past life where I got lost on the sun? Not that life specifically, but something I can take and research for myself. Blessings, and I asked, come visit me in my dreams if you'd come.
Well, you've had lifetimes. Well, I'm not sure. Well, there's yes, yeah, Pleiadian commander incarnations you've had. Yes, patrolling around the sun, protecting it from intruders, reptilian beings, whatever it might be, that's trying to infiltrate it and lower the vibration of the planets. There's also an incarnation around Julius Caesar, time period as a slave. Now, you got away from that and rebuilt your life, but it was not easy. So, you probably feel some of that too. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Next, we have Lucy.
Hello, Pleiadians.
Yes. Greetings.
Hi, greetings. So, I had been told many years ago that I was a mermaid in Atlantis, but I have recently, I don't even know if it was a dream, about the Naga. I was wondering, was I a Naga and not the mermaid? I mean, I don't feel like I used to look at Naga as being just bad, but they're not. And I was trying to connect with, like, did I have an evilness in me or something? I don't know, from a past incarnation. And so I'm wondering my relationship with the Naga, and was I actually a Naga in Atlantis and not a mermaid?
Oh well, yeah, you had mermaid incarnations in Lemuria in the ancient times. They're very ancient, before Atlantis even created. Well, the Naga, yes. Well, that was Naga is also connected to Lemuria too, where that did have a darker tone. However you want to look at it, it was more of a direct tone. Just as far as their nature, they weren't there to be negative. They're just there to get their message out. So that's part of their culture. It wasn't necessarily negative. Others might see it as negative because they're terrified of them.
But I was a water one, not a under the earth one, right? It was a water.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, correct.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yes.
And then I would also like to know. So I've been. People are telling me I'm channeling them, and to me, it's more like I just kind of know things. I don't know why. And I would like to be able to just on my own, be able to, write. I don't call it spirit writing. I guess I would just, I'd rather be channeling and write it down. So of my guides, some of which are Pleiadian, what would be the easiest guide for me to connect to, where I can always know it's them and not just me knowing something?
One moment. There is one moment. Where there's a Pleiadian a female by the name of Ariel that you can connect to if you wish. Blue Pleiadian energy.
Okay, and so that doesn't have anything to do with my tall fairy Ariel.
No.
I must collect Ariels.
You have a lot of A's around you.
Yeah, it seems so. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes. Well, this one's very connected to the water, the oceans. That's why they're blue. So, of course, some of their worlds have silver water, but either way.
Right. So try my blue Pleiadian Ariel, and I will Ariel. Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you and blessings.
Cool. Very cool. Up next, we have MT. MT, you here? I'll come back to MT, and up next I'll call on Liz.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Would you tell me if the timelines are a little more favorable now for moving to California?
It's getting a little bit better, but it seems like you still have a task to do there. But it's not a major one, but there's going to be kind of some bumps in the roads, but yes, you're on your way. Yes.
Yeah, we've had a really big setback.
Yes.
Okay. We're getting ahead now, passing that setback. Still 2 weeks until I'm ready to move there.
Yes, I believe that will work. I would say plan for 3 just in case, but 2 should be all right.
Yes, I'm planning for 2 in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Well, it's just that new things come in that it's like sometimes you feel it's better to bring it in now than later. So even for that house, you weren't always sure if you wanted it or not. So part of you kind of pushed it away. It's like maybe these others, but then the other part is like, okay, never mind. So it's like,
it's a big house. That's why I really wanted a smaller house, and that's very big. So that's the only setback.
Yes. So
for me.
That's where that happened. So you kind of, you see, kind of, pushing a lot of that back for a little bit, but it's okay now.
Yes, although it's the my husband wants that, and it's more optimum place to have the dogs, and not to bother much of the neighbors.
Yes.
So, and I'm having problems actually with my neighbor because of the dog. They being very distressed because everything's out of place now, and my husband's not here, so the dogs are with, feeling even my anxiety. So my neighbor complained, and I'm exercising universal love now. So with Saint Germain frequency. So I'm wondering if there is it was a test. I felt like a test that, that my neighbor would come and yell at me and call me names and all that. So like a big drama. And is part of my growing?
Well, also, part of the neighbor's growing too. The neighbor doesn't really have a whole lot to do at this time. So you're kind of dealing with a lot of its adolescence of the neighbor. Immaturity you're dealing with.
Yes.
Even if they're at an old age, it doesn't matter.
I know. So humans don't pass 10 years old.
They can still act like they're 4 years old. They can be 80 or 90 years old. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
That is the spoils of a positive of a easy life. The heart of the life, the soul gets old, as many of you know.
That's true. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
And
not to worry about the neighbor. They're just talking. You'll get through it. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Just a headache. That's all.
Can I have your blessings to help me out with the house there in that we're buying to?
Oh, of course.
Move.
There's less reptilians there than there are where you are right now. It should be a lot easier.
That's why I'm asking your blessings, your help there.
That's not reptilian territory. There are out there, but not where you were at. So.
Okay.
Yes, you have like a smorgasbord of them there, as you know.
Yes.
So.
I'll need your help there. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna call on MT one more time. See, I can't unmute her.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, there she
I'm
goes.
here. I'm here. I'm here. I always forget. I'm so confused with this app. I apologize. I was just wondering, I lost my stepmom in April, and we didn't have a very good relationship growing up, but when I came back home for the last 2 years, she she had dementia, but she had bouts of times when she was coherent, and she let me know that she loved me like a daughter. And I was just wondering if there are any messages from her, and if I feel like she's with me.
Yes. Well, she wasn't really, yes, she was not in her body that much during that dementia time. But right now, yeah, she's a lot happier, as you can see. You made that connection. It wasn't a long connection, but believe it was enough so she can assist you, because you feel like, you're asking for all the assistance you can get, and she's definitely there for you as long as you need her there.
Okay. And then I also wanted to know, can you tell me what entities are around me right now?
Pleiadian Syrians, there are some reptilians that do come around, but not very often. You have more angelic energies, actually, more angels actually than anything else.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that. Okay. Blessings. Thank you.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, I have Omran's questions he asked me to read. His first question, he says, is there any message from God Sanakumara or the being called Sultan Sahak to me?
But yes, you're connected to a higher energy of yourself. You're allowing other versions of yourself to come through, and you're pulling in what you need to understand from them, like the book of knowledge. So you are becoming a sultan of a barrier, a carrier of knowledge for others to download. So many beings are going to be coming to you for information. They do at times, but there'll be other. There's going to be a moment when you're going to have many around you, as you may have already felt it already, but that time's coming over time. Blessings.
Blessings. And the second question, are there any messages from King Solomon to me?
Well, that energy is coming back to the earth of Solomon, and you are assisting that through yourself, kind of like planting the seeds. So, just with that when you open up yourself, more of this will come through on the planet. It's when the planet's ready. So you kind of give it its go ahead when you feel that the world is ready. As you can see, it's not, but in some ways it is. So, in the regions away from the population, they're ready for anything. But in the denser populations, they're not ready for any type of magic. They're too much in the matrix mentality. Blessings.
Very cool. Blessings. Up next, we have Colin.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Good to be connected with you. I'm wondering if you have any messages for me.
It seems like you've been rolling the dice for a while on where to go, what to try out. So that's why sometimes you don't know how to have a beat or feel on where things are going, because you're kind of trying things out astrally and in the physical. And that makes it hard too. Sometimes in the physical, it's like, oh, what did I sign up for? But things are getting a little bit better, but you're still kind of trying things. I see you're still rolling, trying, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a little bit hard here. You don't always know what the future holds, because technically you do and you don't, and actually you don't always know. You do, but it's not always the clearest. And it seems to be the way I like it right now. It's one way of learning. It's not easy, but just seeing the future isn't always concrete. It's kind of like you're making it every day when you tap into it in this reality.
I see. Thank you. Is there any messages on my relationship?
A lot of blockages have been healed. There's still much more, of course, that she will open up to, but not yet. But also for you to open up. So there'll be a time and basically you just know more about each other. For right now, you're just in a friendly energy, and that is really what's important at this time.
Okay.
Friends is very important right now.
Great, beautiful. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, greetings again. A blessed this evening is me.
Yes.
Thanks again for coming in. I'd like to ask Archangel Metatron. He came in a little bit earlier,
Yes.
and I was just thinking, because he came in, I was thinking about a meditation I was participating in where one of his fractals was leading the guided meditation.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I was feeling incredible surges of energy where I had to just ground myself, for an extended period of time. So I felt like my heart was going to explode or something like that. It's good vibrations, feelings, but it was intense. So I was looking to see what kind of changes could we expect to see from the meditation here on the planet and in my personal life too.
Well, yeah, you yourself have a fractal energy of Metatron.
Mm.
So you've been through a lot of his trials and tribulations too. So you have a lot of his own mysteries with you.
Mm.
So that's one of the reasons why it worked. It's showing that you're going into, kind of the unknown, but not entirely. But you like to kind of test the Earth's energies. You like to, push the Earth, even push the Earth to its boundaries in some ways.
Mm.
You might feel some of that, but in the higher dimensions, it makes more sense. In this reality, it's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, all I'm doing is pushing people's buttons here.
Well, yeah, you do what you can, but you would actually do a lot more. Like, hey, I just made it rain. How about that?
Mm.
So that's where
Interesting.
that's where you can really go. But
I've been playing around with thought forms like that and visions and memories coming to me. I don't know if this third eye visions or it's just my imagination or something.
yes, it is astral images that are coming through too.
Interesting. All right, cool. For my second question, from your perspective, can you help me see something I'm not able to see for myself? Anything that may stand out with scanning my energy field.
Well, yeah, dragon. You're making peace with dragon beings on this planet. At one time, you cracked their vibration and you figured out their power, was where it came from, and became too powerful for you to even handle.
Mm.
Where you kind of like something you would see in a movie, kind of like you activated yourself before you were ready.
Right. Yeah.
It's something that you're. It's like, yeah, energies of the lost ark. You could say like it was have a strong energy field that people couldn't handle. There's a lot of mysteries with the dragons. You have even the angels. You have tapped into in other incarnations. So you're used to a higher power. You learn from them, and you learn how they got their power or what you had to do to get it. In this world, you're trying to remember that, open yourself back.
Yeah, while practicing patience and not
Yes,
being too gung ho about it.
this world takes away from all the powers, so you have to kind of start with like you're in kindergarten with blocks.
Yeah,
It's not,
kindergarten wasn't kind for me. I felt like I should have been in second grade while I was in kindergarten.
but actually, in your childhood, you had telekinesis abilities that weren't really allowed to be developed, but it could have been.
Mm.
So, and other being abilities too. But
Yeah,
that's
that
the
makes sense.
way of the world. Yeah, basically move chairs and things like that. Sometimes it's not always good to have those things, but
Yeah. Right.
so, yeah, part of you shut yourself down because of it. But yes, you had all those type of abilities to
Is it
move
just?
them around.
I guess it wasn't the right time, but it's meant for me to have in this incarnation, though.
Yes, because the world is not ready. Well, it is slowly, but so you're kind of moving where it's allowing. So where you're allowed to use your abilities. Okay, I can't use it here. Can I use it there? Where can I use it?
Yeah, that was interesting. I found when I transmute chemtrails, it doesn't
Yes.
work in some environments as effectively. Surprisingly enough, it was at Mount Shasta where I felt like I was being blocked, in a way.
That's where you get really drained when you have to search for what's blocking you, and sometimes it's best just to leave it.
Right. That's what I did.
Because there's reptilian beings that don't want you to be messing with it. They want to keep an eye on the mountain energies. So
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, pick your battles, you can say.
Right. Okay, well, thank you very much. Blessings again for coming in and helping us.
All, yes, warmth to all of you. It's not going to be an easy winter for some, but we're sending your energies for positive experiences. Much love. All right, blessings. Might have Steve. You want to go?
Yes, yes. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, Bobby, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to turn something off. All right, here we go. Audio's working good. All right, blessings everyone, and we'll catch you next week. Take care.